So we're here at Kramp, and I wonder who will be here that we know. Right, so let's go in now. Right, so we're in Kramp now. This is the marquee for all the suppliers. So they're also doing a bit of willy wanging. Can you tell us a little bit about your company?
So we are Agrolog, and we are supplier for pre-harvest and post-harvest solutions, and we have a solid range of moisture meters for farmers, and one of our main, the most innovative device, I would say, this is a wireless sensor spear, and we use this device for monitoring grain and that's stored in your warehouse and flat storages and barns. So you can actually use the mobile application to see and to monitor temperature and moisture content from the stored crops, from the stored grain. Yep. And we are based in Denmark. It is a read. So simply we have to turn on the device.
Yeah.
This one is like super easy device for you, super intuitive, I'm sure, because only 4 buttons, few arrows, and that's all. So we turn it on, we go to the measure, we find the right crop that we need. So we have 19 here, but as you said, this is a wheat, and we have wheat here. So this number 9 means that we have to fulfill the cup with 9 milliliters of grain. So we have to do like this. 9 milliliters is okay for us. So we put it here, and then we grind. You will ask, when should we stop grinding? When these two metal things touch each other, then you cannot grind it anymore. Then we should simply press the start, and you can see now it's calculating and measuring the moisture. It will take about 10-15 seconds to understand. That's it. 13.4% moisture content in the wheat. And this one means the average of the last 5 samples that we made. So the average is the same that the current one. Is it clear? Super.
Thank you. So I'm here with John. So John, what are you doing here today?
So today we're actually here to share and show the full range of shell products that we supply to the agricultural world through Kramp.
And what sort of stuff is that?
Well, we've got a full range here in terms of everything that you've got on a tractor unit or any agricultural or heavy truck off-road vehicle.
Yeah.
We've got a full range of engine oils, universal oils, gear oils, transmissions, axles and greases that are all for the vehicles.
What's the largest quantity that you can order?
Well, at Kramp, they start with everything from a 20-litre pack to a barrel, which are all available in the Kramp warehouse here.
How would they know what's the right oil to use?
Oh, that's a really good question, because it's getting harder and harder because the OEMs are making it very complex now in terms of the performance of the engines. So we have a tool which is free, online tool called Lube Match, where you go in, you put in your vehicle details, and it tells you in every application on that vehicle what oil you should be using for that truck or tractor or unit.
Okay. So I'll put a link to this in the description below. What football team do you support?
The best, Burnley. What about you?
Rovers.
Who?
Rovers.
Do they have a football team there?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm with Charlie from NGK Spark Plugs. So what's this behind us?
So this is our drag mower that managed to do a 10-second run down Santa Pod, powered by a 1000cc 5-blade engine. So the aim before COVID was to join the likes of Honda in beating the world record for the fastest lawnmower. But because of COVID, it sort of put it to an end, so it never made a record, but we did manage to get one run.
Does it cut grass?
Yeah, it still cuts grass, but not at 150 mile an hour. Be lower down for you because you're smaller, but for me, my head's up here because the helmet will be. You want it low so you can get your legs onto the pedals.
It's a lot lower than a normal lawnmower.
What's that?
It's a lot lower than.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's been specially adapted. It's longer than the original because it is an original Honda mower.
It feels like very quick because it feels weird when you sat here. When you sat here, it's a lot different to a Kubota. Not that I'm more the god or anything. No, I don't do that. So I'm with Sophie and Harrison from Karcher, and can you tell us a little bit about your power washer?
Indeed. So this is our HDS 612C. So you've got 600 litres an hour flow rate with 120 bar pressure. And at the dial on the front, you can see it goes up to 155 degrees. So that gives you your steam function, which is perfect for sanitisation. For like your chicken sheds, your dairy farms, any livestock keeping. Brilliant bit of kit there. It's a fantastic machine. It's very versatile. You can put your detergent through it, and then you can wash your tractors, your trailers, and your farmyard all off in one go.
What's your most popular?
It is this machine right here, our HDS 612C, and I'm sure you'll see one on your travels across the farms. Everything's available through the Kramp web shop. Your Kramp customer, you got an account with Kramp and everything, yep. So it's all available online through the Kramp web shop. And if you ever need any help or demonstrations or any expertise, you get onto us at Karcher and we'll come out and see you.
So I've been promoting RABI recently, but can you tell us if it's had an increase of people ringing up since the budget?
Well, hello, thanks very much for coming to talk to me about RABI. So RABI is the farming charity that works across England and Wales and has been doing for 165 years. And our help is very vast, very varied across our three areas, which is financial support, practical support and emotional support. So in light of everything that's been happening, we've had the budget last week. We are, as a farming community, all very worried about what is happening. Do we fully understand what's going on? And I think the farmers are very worried, and we are here to help, and people are bringing up wanting some support, maybe just someone to talk to, share the load. We do help financially, so if people are worried about kind of like domestic bills and things, we can help in that way. We've got our counselling offer, so people can access our counselling if they want someone to talk to, and also our click and chat where they can access a counsellor as well. So it works really well like that, and people get the chance to speak to us about what's going on. And yes, the budget has made a huge impact on everyone's worries, everyone's thoughts and concerns. I think there's a lot of people out there that are overwhelmed with everything that is going on, and I feel like we will have to see and wait to see how things turn out, but we are here to help. If the farming community do have worries, please just give us a call.
So I'm with Rachel, and can you talk us through all of this glue?
So this is the Loctite product. So these are the range of adhesives we've got here today. So we've got the Loctite 3090, which is a 2-part super glue, which will gap fill up to 5mm and is really good for difficult to bond plastics. We've got the Loctite 47, which is a hybrid product, which is basically 1 part epoxy and 1 part super glue. So that's really useful for bonding loads of different substrates, and it's very versatile, really high temperature resistance, and high strength. So you get the strength of an epoxy with the speed of pure super glue because it's a hybrid. Pipe sealing cord. So rather than your PTFE tape, which you can't back off and gets into an awful mess, this is our pipe sealing cord, which is coated with Loctite. So rather than using a liquid product, it's in a cord. The beauty of it is you can back it back off and it won't shred into the pipe work. Okay. It's also got RAS approval. anti-seize. Which has got a built-in brush into the lid. So rather than cutting a hole in the side of the packet and using a brush and getting it contaminated, Double bubble, which is a 2-part epoxy. So it comes in a little sachet.
Yep.
Tear that open, mixing stick, mixing pad, mix it together, and it's ready to use. So rather than a cartridge, which you've got a nozzle on and a plunger, quite complex, it's ideal for taking out and about with you. Okay? Thread locker and a stick. So similar to a Pritt stick, that's a medium strength. We also do a high strength. Really useful just to throw in your toolbox. It won't leak. You can use it upside down. It won't drip. Ideal. And we have the maintenance expert guides. So if you've got an application, you're not sure which product to use, really handy little pocket guide to keep in your toolbox. Just runs through and shows you also how to prepare, clean, prime, and then assemble the parts.
Thank you. So there's 3 of us in our house. So which glue do you recommend for fixing our toys?
Definitely the Loctite 3090. So I've got 6-year-old twins, and I use this for sticking all of their toys back together when they're broken, and literally anything else at home that breaks. The Loctite 3090. It's really versatile. It'll gap fill up to 5mm. Absolutely brilliant product.
Okay. So this is Dan from High Tech, and Dan, could you explain a little bit about this?
Yeah, the flow meters. So, okay. So this is a basic kind of flow meter that you'd find on most of your diesel tanks on the farms. It's a manual flow meter that you can reset as you go along. And you get your totalizer at the bottom, and that will allow you to keep track of all your fuel stock, what you're using in your equipment. But that, like I say, it's a fairly basic setup, and then you can come along and you can get the digital version of it as well. Slightly more accurate on the electric version, but all depends what you need and helps you keep track of all your fuel.
Do you do our blue stuff?
We certainly do. So we can do start off with your AdBlue nozzle. This is a plastic version, very good for being used in harsher environments. If you drop one of the plastic versions of this, there's every chance that will bounce, whereas if you drop the metal version, chances are you'll end up breaking the spout. So we do that. We'll do 230-volt or 12-volt IBC mount kits. Anything that you can find, we are able to buy. So yeah, all sorts of decent kit for you.
So if you remember, Dad had to pump the diesel tank on the voucher out because he didn't check for water in the tank. So this is what you need to do, Dad.
So you can use that to check if there's water in the tank.
Yep.
And then after that, you can drop one of these into the tank, and that will soak up the water that is in the tank. There's varying sizes of that, all the way from 350ml up to 1.6 litres.
Is it reusable?
It's not reusable. It's one use. So you pop that in your tank. A lot of people do it when they park their vehicles up over the winter. If they're leaving it, they might put that in there as a matter of course, just to protect against any fuel or any water in their fuel. And simply when they're going to go and start using their tractor again, you take that out of the tank, dispose of it, and away you go.
How big it is. So James is here from Machinery Nation. What do you think of this warehouse?
Is amazing. The sheer scale of what is here and how many products are in one place is truly amazing. Did you think it's going to be as big as it is, Jacob? It is good, isn't it? Amazing. Well done, mate. Thank you very much.
From this side to that side, you can see how big it is with racking full of stuff. Look, this is only 25% of it. We saw Donaldson earlier upstairs, and now these are the products on the shelves.
Work on just purely the barcode and the coding, and they're sent there, and it says pick Friday picked by James. If they were sent at that Donaldson filter, they are picking that Donaldson filter by rights based on that code. We're trying to.
Mum said that Dad would like this, and I said he wouldn't because it's too organised for him. Look at these brooded toys. So every item that you order from Kramp is handpicked. It's very impressive, and the system that they have is fantastic.
So as the box comes along, everything has a known weight. Once the item passes through this bridge, there's a photograph taken so that we can check if the contents match the weight that we know that it should be. And then that's checking the quality of the product as it moves on.
Pick box is put on here. When the delivery note is added, it's sent along here. Into this machine that seals it up. And it's ready to be delivered. So I'm here with James Rickard, Longridge Young Farmers Chairman, and now the face of Lamp Power TV. How did you start doing what you do?
So basically, you could say it started with back in when I was in the Young Farmers days. So we used to do a lot of travelling with young farmers. The Discovery Tours, I think they were called back in the day. So I did quite a few. I got my money's worth, you might have said. So I went to where did I go? Going back a bit now. I went to Australia, Canada, and Kenya as well. Now, when I was out there, I promised a lot of the sponsors that paid for me to go that I was going to write these articles. So I started writing these articles when I was out there and sending them back to the Longridge News. That's where the old writing thing started. Obviously, I've been involved in farming all my life. Farmer's son, worked on farms, worked with contractors and whatnot. So one day, I'm at the dinner table, as you do, flicking through the classifieds, and there was an advert there for a reporter, machine reporter for the Farmer's Guardian. So I thought, well, I'll just about string a sentence together, on paper. Obviously into farming, bit of an engineering background as well, so I thought, why not, we'll have a bash. And did that for 10 years with the Farmer's Guardian. I was machinery editor for them, and then, about 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago nearly, I decided video's the future, and put my money where my mouth is and set up lamppowertv.com. So that's where we're at today.
What do you think about machinery deals now? Obviously, the budget has come.
Yeah, well, I think it's fair to say. I mean, the budget was a bit of a blow to pretty much everyone in agriculture, particularly those family farms. Hopefully, something will happen that'll help those guys out. Fingers crossed. In terms of machinery sales, it has been a tough 2 years already. The last 2 years has been tough on machinery sales. For a start off, it's been 2 wet summers on the trot, so that has massively impacted machinery sales. I think it's going to continue to trend that way for quite a while yet. I think we're probably going to end up, we'll be in a time of, we're going to have to tighten our belts a little bit, make do with what we've got, try and make machinery last longer, maybe pay a bit more attention to maintenance and wearing parts and things like that. So it might be a case of trying to make more of what we've got. Obviously, machinery sales will continue. The world's got to be fed. Farmers have got to carry on. So obviously there will be sales in the future. It is. I mean, I've seen over the last couple of decades. We do go through these cyclical periods of highs and lows in farming, particularly with machinery sales. Like I say, in a bit of a low at the moment. Hopefully there'll be some highs on the horizon, but we'll see how it goes.
What time did you leave this morning?
So to get here, as you'll know, Jacob, we're from the northwest, up in that there Lancashire. We've had to come down here all the way to Biggleswade, which, if you're trying to explain it to people from Lancashire, just say London. It's near London, isn't it? So it was a fair old trek this morning. I set off about 3:30 just to try and beat that traffic. Got here in plenty of time, but it is just a case of when I'm out and about, because I do a lot of travelling all over the country, all the way from, all the way down in Blimmin, Cornwall up to Inverness and whatnot. So yeah, I always try and set off soon, put it that way. And looking at your eyes and looking at my eyes, I think we're flagging a bit now. So I think you're promised some sweets, are you?
Yeah.
Is Mum going to get you some sweets?
Yeah.
Is that the plan now? Can you get me an handful as well? Yeah. Sorted.
So Kramp have kindly give all of the people who went today a box. So I'm about to unbox it because we got a very long drive home.
To the roundabout.
Oh, look at this. I wonder what we've got here.
Now turn left and then take the first exit to the roundabout onto London Road.
We got a Kramp travel cup.
Take the first exit
I'll
to the roundabout
definitely be
and then
using
keep
this
right onto
for
London
going
Road.
outside. Thank you very much. And we got some multi spray. I'm taking it. I'm guessing that it's for like loosening stuff up, like WD-40, a little bit.
Now keep right and then take the third exit of the roundabout towards the north.
Kramp torch.
Take the third exit of the
I'll be
roundabout.
using this for lambing this year. Very handy. Then we've also got a spanner. I'll be using that to help Dad. And we've got a notebook and pen.
Follow the road for 2 miles.
Then what have we got here? Packing without plastic, so yes. I don't know what that is. Can you let me know in the comments what you think? Thank you very much.
Does it not say on it? I think, is it not a data stick? What's it say on the front of the box?
It's got a picture of what it is. What's a power bank?
Power bank. It's to charge your phone up.
Oh.
Or this camera.
Yeah.
Because this camera is like dying to death, isn't it, today?
Thank you very much for that too. Then we've got spicy chili and herbs. Good for mum and dad's tea. And then we have got a piece of chocolate. So thank you very much to Kramp for inviting us today. I really enjoyed it and I really appreciate it. Thank you. If you have liked today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment. And the reason why you need to subscribe is because obviously the more subscribers I have, the more good things we get to do on the channel, just like today. So please do subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.